I noticed that the crown in front of me was emitting strange black smoke. My dad thought I liked it and was about to raise his bid paddle for me, but I stopped him quickly. But the next second, my uncle directly raised his paddle, bid a high price for the crown, and placed it on my cousin's head. She grinned at me triumphantly. Turned out that my uncle had made a bet with my dad the day before. Whoever bought a more valuable collection at the auction would inherit the company. So whenever my dad had his eye on something, my uncle would find a way to snatch it away. The second lot was a pair of jadeite earrings. As soon as my dad placed a bid, my uncle snatched them right away. But he didn't know that I could distinguish the authenticity of all antiques, and everything they bought today was worthless junk. Then, a dirty stone cat was carried onto the stage. Everyone looked disgusted by it, but I whispered to my dad that he must bid for it. Just as my dad was about to place his bid, my cousin took a fancy to the cat's eyes and urged my uncle to snatch the stone cat. In the end, my dad couldn't outbid my uncle, so we had to give up. After getting the cat, my uncle immediately pried off the cat's eyes and threw the stone cat's body on the ground like garbage. Only I ran over excitedly and picked it up. Seeing me like this, my uncle mocked me, saying I was just like my dad, a beggar. To humiliate us, he priced the stone cat's body at $1 and sold it to my dad. Through the auction, the appraisal began right away. The expert's expression changed as expected. He told my uncle that none of the things he bought were genuine except for the cat's eye gemstones, but their rarity only made them worth $500,000. Upon hearing this, my uncle's face turned pale instantly. He had spent $30 million on them. I excitedly asked the expert to take a look at my stone cat. Through a careful inspection, the expert said it was just an ordinary stone. I told my dad that once we cut it open, it would be worth $1 billion. My uncle laughed and warned my dad that it was just an ordinary stone and that he was the winner of the day. But my dad ignored him, so I asked the expert to cut open the stone cat. As the stone shell was peeled off, cat burst out with a brilliant glow. Everyone was stunned. Inside was a whole piece of imperial green jadeite, worth at least $1.5 billion. Upon hearing this result, my uncle fainted on the spot. My dad finally took over the company smoothly. Unexpectedly, my uncle still refused to admit defeat and insisted on having one final contest with my dad. Both of them were given $5 million in seed capital to choose stocks. My uncle looked at the soaring red stocks and placed his bet decisively, but I told my dad that the stock that had been in decline for a week was about to turn the tide.